Hello everyone, welcome to the Light Always Wins Mystery School, also known as Law School. I wanted to give you a little flavor of what this Patreon will be like, and I wanted to just kind of get into alchemy. What is alchemy? So this is just one interpretation, and there's a lot of ways to look at it, but essentially Chem was the ancient name of Egypt, and Chem means fertile black land. Alchemy is of the land of Chem. So I picture planting a seed, inserting this spark of life into this dark matter and creating something new, creating life, and that's magic. So the ancient alchemists sort of started to disguise these ancient teachings and this process as a way to transmute base metals into gold. But essentially, you can look at it esoterically and see it as transmuting your base emotions into gold. And when we do that, we find our inner gold, we find our soul, and from that divine connection, we create. So there are different laws, natural laws, which we all have inherently within us. But some of this stuff we may have forgotten through, just our different conditioning and the way that society operates in these modern times. And so I would like to sort of bridge that gap and help you remember we're all alchemizing and transmuting things every day, all day, and whether we're conscious of it or not. But the advantage of being conscious of it is then you can start to do it more intentionally. And that is real magic. But we also need to stay aligned and make sure that we're coming from that place of pure gold. We're coming from the place of the soul and doing things from a place of service and for the highest good of humanity, of ourselves. This brings us back to the natural law again. So that's just a little intro into how I think about alchemy. Like as a farmer, of course, like I can relate to working with the land and nature. And also the alchemist, to become an alchemist, you needed to have some knowledge of astrology. And astrology is like a second language to me. So when we begin this school, we're going to start with some astrology so that you can understand the language that I'm using when I'm talking about different planets or different archetypes. And learning astrology helps you get a bird's eye view of what's going on and why somebody might be the way they are, why you are the way you are. So it's a really valuable tool, and I refer to it as a spiritual science. And it's interesting because alchemy is also a spiritual science. It's, science has become this thing where we've taken what we can't see out of it, and if you get connected with that pure gold, with that sun, with your soul, you start to see the unseen. You start to understand the unseen. So these are the things that I would like to help you remember and learn, and there's, it's quite a journey. Turning your base emotions into gold is not I'm not going to say it's the easiest process, and it doesn't have to be hard either, but it's definitely, it's the hero's journey, so we'll be walking along that together. And I'm going to do a lecture and a presentation monthly. So there's going to be slides and some visuals for you And also I'll be inviting a guest every month to either come teach or take us on journeys. I will also probably be doing some journeys through some of these classes, and then we'll have a monthly community chat where we can just get together and relate, talk about what we've learned that month, talk about how the energies feel, and I'm really excited about that part, to connect with people more, you know, in a more personal way. So it's always nice to have community, especially people who are on this journey of alchemy. So I hope you'll join me. And remember, light always wins.